Hello, everyone. I am Peaceful Nick the Medium. I'm an evidential medium specializing in healing messages. Please ask any questions. Put any questions in the comment bar. I'm just getting started. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Nikki. I'm just getting started. So if you have any questions about mediumship, let me know. Hi, Twisted Elegance. I think that's what that says. Hi, J. Mitch. Hi, Anna. Breaks for Fraggles. Oh, it's so nice to see you here. Hi, Esther. Colby, hello. Sissy, Wild. Tina Roberts, hello. McLovin, Stephanie. Envy Girl. Small Wonders, hello everyone. Abaru, be blessed. Walks with, it disappeared. Hello, Rum 101. Hi everyone. If you have any questions about mediumship, go ahead and put them in the chat here. And hi, and Marianne Binka, Carrie, Chrissy, Essady, hello. And I will answer any mediumship questions. I have added a bunch of new stuff to my website lately. Hi, Bloop. I've added a bunch of new website. I'm offering short readings because not everybody wants a full reading. And actually my short readings are going very, very well and people get a lot of information and it's a total of 15 minutes for only $25. You can also book a full reading. Rum says, I think I might have seen my mom, but I only saw half of her body. Yeah, it can be possible. Hi, Danielle. Hi, Cece. Oh, sorry about hit the table here. I've seen one time a fully formed spirit or entity in my house, probably almost 20 years ago. Way before I was a medium. Can you do love readings? I don't make love predictions. Hey there, Manny Maven. Hi, Rebecca. Hello. So I don't do love readings, but yeah, you can totally see people. My son, actually, my youngest son, who happens to be pretty connected to spirit, saw my mother. My mother passed when I was young. My son never met my mother. She passed over a decade before he was born. 13 years before he was born. And he saw her walking through our house when he was about 3 or 4 years old. It's okay, Pat. Hi, workaholic. Don't be a workaholic. So yeah, you can see fully formed people. I do click like so people can get on here. So if anybody has any weird things they want to talk about, please tell me. Manny Maven says, I've seen my husband's grandma a few times. She lets me. Yep. Workaholic. I wish I could see. Hi, Seaweir. Hi. I've asked the spirit world not to let me physically see things, but I have asked them to start letting me see things a little at a time, and they have been helping me. So when you're a medium, one of the things people don't always talk about in mediumship training is you can ask your spirit guides to help you develop certain things. And the thing I'm trying to ask, let me state that over. The thing I have asked my spirit guides to help me with now is to develop my external clairvoyance. I can see things in my head just fine. I can see all kinds of things in my head. But I want to start seeing things outside of my head, but I've asked them to show me slowly. Don't just show me a person standing in front of me in the living room because it will scare me probably. So I've asked them to help me slowly develop that. And so now I sit in front of a wall when I do my readings at my desk. And I can see things forming on my wall in a bright white light. I've seen like the word birth certificate before and other pictures. It's like it's projected from a light source, but there's no light source. So yeah, you can ask your spirit guides to help you develop things. Click those likes so we can have a nice, good live tonight. Dreams, is that your thing? What do you mean, Rom 101? Talking about dreams, if you want to know if people visit you in dreams, yes, people visit us in dreams for sure. Thank you for all the likes, everybody. That'll help the algorithm get people on here. Yeah, people visit in dreams. You can, if the dream makes sense, if it's like sequential and like a story or a show or a movie, that's usually a visit. Small wonders. I get a lot of flickering lights. Yep. Spirits are made of our energy, right? Our soul is just a ball of energy, basically. And so they can move through electricity. It's the easiest probably for them to affect because they're energy. And so they can flicker lights. One day I was getting ready to do a reading and my husband was getting ready to go to work or do something and the TV was on. Yes, we have the TV on in houses sometimes, as you know, and the volume was too loud for me to do the reading in the other room. And so I couldn't get the remote wouldn't turn it off. The remote wouldn't turn the volume down. The button on the TV wouldn't turn the TV off. This problem has never happened before that day, and it has never happened since that day. And all I needed was the volume to go away, and I couldn't even get the volume to go down. I had to unplug it. And turns out the reading I was about to go into, the gentleman I was reading for was so overly amped up and excited that alone, I believe, caused the TV interference. But I also believe it interfered in the reading I gave him. The first 15 minutes were not that great because he was so overly excited. Always take some deep cleansing breaths before reading. Workaholic. I have very disturbing, awful dreams often. Yeah, I used to get a lot of nightmares. A lot of nightmares. I won't describe them, but they were bad. But since I started mediumship and a meditation practice and sitting in the power for mediumship, my nightmares have subsided significantly. They're not gone completely, but they've subsided. So maybe try a meditation practice. And by the way, if you want to book any of my services, they're on my website. Also, I have a question since there's a good bit of you on here. I have been considering offering a mentorship program for mediums. It would be a year-long mentorship program. And let me know yes or no in the comments if you think this is a good idea or if people would be interested in it. It would be a year-long mentorship program. It would include a 1-year mediumship class of intensive monthly classes where you would develop your mediumship. You would develop your mediumship skills. I have a list of 50 points I go through. You would learn how to do professional readings through this mentorship program. You would learn how to teach mediumship depending on, the level that you're at and if that's one of the things you would want to do. I would give you assistance in growing your social media, your YouTube videos. I could assist you in doing that or point you in the direction of a person that could maybe edit them for you. And assistance in finding someone. I have a webmaster, but if you would need assistance in finding a webmaster, I could help with that as well. And all different kinds of things to build your mediumship. Do you guys think that people would be interested in that? Give me a yes or no in the comments. It would be a 1-year mentorship program. Veronica, just know your mother, she misses her mother. She doesn't want you to feel lost. She wants you to have a good and happy life. she doesn't want your life to suffer and go downhill because she's not physically present. Just know she is with you and around you spiritually. And I know that I lost my mom at 15. She suddenly passed away at my feet, literally. So I understand how that loss can impact someone. But as a mother myself and as a person who lost her mother, I can guarantee you she does not want you to feel in despair forever. She would like you to go through the mourning process normally in the grief process and live a good and productive life and fulfill who you are. She wants you to love yourself. That's the biggest message I can give you from her. I'm new. Chilean Bruja. I'm new. Can you tell me how you do your readings, paid or donations? So my readings, when I do readings on TikTok, sometimes I'll do one reading, sometimes I'll do 10 or 20 on these lives. It just depends which comments hit me. Those are always free. I don't take donations or anything for that. I have short readings on my website for $25. Those are paid. And I have full readings on my website. It's $120 for a 40-minute reading. So those you can book directly on my website. Hello, Twin Waters Healing. Oh, I love that name. Let's see. Thank you for all the follows. TYYUB4. So this person's husband passed December 22nd, and you've been trying to communicate with them but have gotten nothing. So what most mediums will recommend is at least a 3-month waiting period. That is for you to begin healing and not to be in so much devastated pain that that a reading may do more harm than good. So I would recommend, before you try to connect, waiting at least 3 months. If you're in a lot of trauma and pain, I would wait 6 months, because sometimes a reading is meant to be healing. It is not meant to cause more pain. And spirits know if you aren't ready. If you're not ready, they're not going to come through. They don't want you to be dependent on them for your healing. They want you to be able to heal on your own. Uh-oh. That's a great idea. Oh, thank you. Good. Thank you. Yes, yes. Thank you. Do it. Yay. Awesome. You should do it for the rest of your life. I think that's your calling. I do too. Thank you, Rum 101. Hi, Southern Roots. Hello. Yes. What is a webmaster? That's a person who maintains your website. I actually know a couple of really good webmasters. Sounds interesting. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, thank you, Arissa. It's interesting. When I lost my mother so young, we struggled very terribly as a family financially. And I actually knew the moment she passed that my life, and this sounds terrible, I guess, to some people, but I knew my life would get better and I would have more opportunities if she was passed, because I was moved to another place to live with my father, who wasn't much help in some ways, but the opportunities I had because I lived in a new place really changed the course of my life. So actually, I feel that my mother sacrificed herself. She didn't unalive herself, but she didn't prevent herself from passing either. And I feel like her passing allowed for me and my younger sister to have opportunities we would never have had, and to have make the choice to have a better life, because we got taken out of a pretty desperate situation. And we were able to thrive in a new situation. But thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm just coming through. Thanks, great idea. Oh, see where my nephew pulls my hair. I talked to your nephew with you, didn't I? I believe that's correct. Sends animals that I'm scared of because he's quite the jokester. Yeah, they'll do stuff like that. They will definitely do stuff like that. I'm glad you know it's him too. Pat just wants to say thank you to the spirit world for helping her out yesterday. Oh, now all the comments moved. Helping her out yesterday in the hospital. Yes, that's a really good point. Gratitude to the spirit world is probably, and gratitude in general life is probably one of the most important and helpful things. So if you have nothing to do with the spirit world and you're not working with the spirit world, just be grateful every day, even if it's just for your breath, even if it's just for the breath in your lungs. Be grateful. I try to make a gratitude list mentally. I'm not one for journaling really or anything like that. But when I get in, I try to make a daily gratitude list mentally. I try to name 5 things and I end up naming 10 or 20. But thanking the spirit world, I always, at the end of every reading, try to thank the spirits who came through and my spirit guides for allowing me to communicate. Gratitude is immensely important because gratitude is an energy and you're sending that energy out in a positive way, and that's going to return to you. And it's not, you don't do it for selfish reasons, you do it for pure intentions. And the universe and the spirit world knows what your intentions are. So you can say you're thankful, but if your intentions are not great, they're going to know. Yes, thank you, workaholic. Melly Carr, how do I know if my dad is coming to me in dreams for a visit or trying to tell me something? If you're having dreams of your dad, that makes sense. That's like you're talking to him or you see him and it's like a sequence of events. That's a visit. If you want to know if he's trying to tell you something, you can just get in a quiet space, maybe before you go to bed or when you're in the bath or in the shower. I get a lot of stuff in the shower because nobody's bothering me in there. And if you have a family, you know what I mean. Get in a quiet place and in your head, just ask the question. And do that a few times. And if the answer seems like something your dad would say, then it's your dad. If it seems like something you want to hear from you, then it's not your dad. So it kind of takes practice to do that. Hi, Patrice. Welcome. Oh, Jenny Hutchins. Hey, talking about the seizures, have you tried CBD? I believe one of the main reasons CBD was sequenced out of the cannabis plant was for a child that had seizures. The child was having like hundreds of seizures a day. There was a big special about it probably 15 years ago. And they bred the plants to just produce the CBD. And this young girl, I believe, her seizures went away significantly. So I would look up CBD and treatment for seizures. And I don't know where you live. It's legal in most places. It doesn't have any hallucinogenic effects or anything. Hi. Hello. Thoughtful love. Yes, everyone crosses to the spirit world when they pass away. I was actually just having a debate on one of my videos here with a friend of mine who's a medium as well. And we were talking about spirits who get stuck. I don't believe spirits get stuck here. I don't believe they're earthbound, because I believe the souls are energy. And when you pass away, your spirit goes straight over. It can come back and forth whenever it wants, because your spirit is a huge amount of energy and only a little bit of it goes inside of our body. So yes, everybody crosses over that passes away physically. And that's for everyone, no matter how they pass. So when people worry about the way someone passed away, if it was their own doing, they still cross to the spirit world. Okay, hold on. A whole bunch of stuff just came through. April, yes, always. Yes, they will. She wants to know, did my mother get to meet my daughter? Yes, when she crossed over. Yes, I'm so sorry you lost a daughter. Charlotte's Web Strength. Thank you, Aunt Jen. Aunt Jen is a wonderful teacher and mentor. Please follow her, Aunt Jen 003. Charlotte's Web strain is the strain of CBD for seizures. Thank you. I couldn't think of the name. And the girl's name was Charlotte, I believe. Is that correct? Hello, Catherine. You're welcome, Melly. Hey, Haley, please don't keep repeating the same thing over and over on here. It clogs it up. Of course, yes, your grandmother's gonna try to communicate. Just listen, quiet your mind and listen. Hi, Vel, Ben's mom. Welcome from Nevada. Lori, guidance. I mean, I can give anybody guidance. Is this a relationship issue? Give me a yes or no and put relationship. Yes, relationship, or no relationship. Gratitude. Yes, hi, Flaming Autistic. So nice to see you. Hi there. Okay, I wanted to ask, a whole bunch of stuff just loaded. Yes, the M word, if somebody gets murdered, yes, they still cross over. Yes, spirits protect them. Yes. It's almost, if now that I know someone on here who was very close to someone who that happened to, and it's almost as if the message I'm getting right now is showing me that they're even protected more because of the traumatic and dramatic events that they're passing. It's almost as if there's more of a softness and care as their spirit crosses, almost as if they need a little extra tender, loving care because of the circumstances. So it's more. And while I'm waiting for some of these to load, thank you for sharing the live video, everyone. Yes, thank you, Workaholic. For those of you who weren't on here earlier when I asked, I'm thinking of starting a 1-year mentorship program, and that will include 1 year of classes for developing your mediumship skills, learning how to read professionally. There's about 50 points I would cover on that 1-year class. How to teach mediumship, assistance in growing your social media, guiding you towards how to do that, YouTube videos, the best way to make them, when to put them out, building your website, getting you pointed in the direction of a legitimate webmaster, and things like that. If you guys think that you or anyone else would be interested, can you give me a yes or a no on a 1-year mentorship, if that sounds interesting? Because I'm thinking of adding it to my website. I would be at your beck and call pretty much all the time for a year. Hello Oreos. Oh, have you tried the gluten-free double stuffed Oreos? I'm obsessed. Why is he not contacting me but has contacted everyone else? Is he mad at me? No one is mad in the spirit world. And you could have a block from the pain. You could have your own resentments that's blocking the connection. You could have fears. You could have unresolved issues in yourself. Or this person isn't, you said he is not contacting you because maybe you're just not ready. Maybe you have some more healing to do. So there's a variety of reasons. It's never anger. No spirit is mad at a human. I don't believe that is true, and I've never experienced that. All right, Flaming Autistic is so into that idea. Great. Yes, because it was traumatic, workaholic. Yes. Weird dreams. There's a bunch of reasons. The full moon just passed. There's a bunch of weird astrological. I'm not an astrologer. I'm an astronomer, actually. I'm a scientist and a medium. I don't know about you guys. If you're into like astrology, follow the Red Robe Astrologer. Every day he's very great personality. He has this red robe on, and every day he does a Red Robe Astrology report. And it can explain all these things like weird dreams, why your love life is going in an upheaval or whatever. But I would say your weird dreams could be something inside you. You could be under stress about something, or the full moon, or hormones. We all, women and men, equally go through hormone cycles, and that can cause weird dreams. I know I get weird dreams when my hormones go out of whack. Okay. My son's walking in, so you're going to hear some noises. Hi, Kathy. So nice to see you. Hey, buddy. I'm on a live. So let's see. Somebody asked me a question. Yes to the 1-year mentorship. Okay. Anything for me? Downriver Dennis. At a loss with work and love life. I mean, I would say work on yourself and prioritize yourself. Make yourself number one and put up boundaries to people who are draining your energy. Sarah Velasquez. Did my dad leave a watch under my mom's bed? It's very possible. Spirits can move things, even as heavy as a watch. Yeah, hormones are the devil for sure. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, they can move things for sure. I had an experience probably 15 years ago. I was laying in bed at night, and this was well before I was a medium. My kids were young. I woke up. I used to have bad nightmares, like I said earlier, and I woke up in the middle of the night. I used to have a bunch of trinkets on my nightstand. On my dresser that was across from my bed. And it sounded like they were all moving around and jingling and bumping into each other. And I'm like, oh my God. And I told my husband about it. I'm sure he thought, she's lost her mind. But yes, they can definitely move things around. There have been times I've lost things, and I've looked and looked and looked and looked and looked, and I've looked in the same place 5 times. And on the 6th time I looked in the place I kept looking, there it was. So yes, spirit can really move things. Now, some things you just lose and you can't find, or sometimes it falls off the dresser under the bed. Sometimes that happens. So you have to discern for yourself. Does this seem like was it your dad's watch? If it was your dad's watch, that would make sense. If it was just a random watch she found when she was cleaning one day, maybe it just got shoved under there when somebody was, unpacking a suitcase or something. So discernment is needed. Not everything is a sign. So you kind of have to think about it and quiet your mind and say, does this make sense? Would this be from him? Or is it just a coincidence? How much is it to get a mediumship? I'm assuming reading. Hey, psychic medium Cha-Cha. So nice to see you here. My short readings, you can book on my website. They're only $25 for 15 minutes, and we get a lot done in 15 minutes. I go right into the reading immediately, about a 30-second intro, and then a 15-minute reading. Those are only $25, and the full readings are $120 for 40 minutes. Those are all booking. You can book them on my website. That's peacefulnickthemedium.com. And if you have any questions, peacefulnickthemedium@gmail.com, you can email me. I'm pretty good at getting back to emails within 24 hours. She's never seen that watch before. Oh, very interesting. Very interesting. That puts a whole new spin on it. Was your dad, did he like watches? Was it something he collected? Like, is there any connection you can see between why the watch would be there and why he would put it there? Alyssa, I do not do relationship predictions, but I will tell you, heal yourself first. Heal yourself. If you want to know how to do that, Aunt Jen 003 runs an entire program about healing yourself and self-love and how to marry yourself before you marry someone else. You should always be a whole and full person before you get into any relationship. Heal yourself. And it's not always possible to be 100% perfect before you get into a relationship. But you definitely don't want to get into a relationship where you or the other person has so much baggage that it's going to cause you a lot of drama later. Okay. Humphreys, Olivia. No hormones but stress. Yes. My past sister's birthday. 1 year my brother gone. Yeah. Yep. 100%. I agree with that. Oh, Zinni, wonderful question. And I believe in this a million billion %. If a person is in a coma before they cross over, can they be on the other side beforehand? Yes. Same thing with dementia, Alzheimer's, any brain injury. Our spirit can go back and forth. If you've ever known anyone with Alzheimer's or dementia or a brain injury, they will talk to people that passed a long time ago, and they will tell you about it. Or you'll hear them talking to these people who've passed. And so that's because their spirit is communicating with the people who passed over, because their brains are relaxed and more open, because they're not working, obviously, because they have some type of brain issue. So their brain's more relaxed and more open to communication. People aren't open to communication in busy everyday life because their brains are too busy. You have to be relaxed. Hi, Downriver Dennis. What did I do? Oh, oops. Where'd it go? Oh, woo it up. You're reading for us at the end of the year and asked if we were expecting a girl. Just found out yes. Yay. Oh, congratulations. Yay. That's so exciting. Wonderful. He liked them and the watch started when she picked it up. Okay, well then yes. Hi, Christina or Xtina. Hi, I'm glad you're here. Moonchild, love and light. Thank you. My mother-in-law talks to her ex-husband, Sarah Velasquez. Yep. I saw another comment. Hello, Oreos. My dad saw another medium. Said he was, but I'm not paying attention. I just don't know what to look for. I may not have seen your whole comment. Like, I don't understand this one. did you leave like 2 different comments? My dad's but I'm not paying attention. I just don't know what to look for. Oh, another medium told you he was sending signs. So this is what you do. If you're waiting for signs, you can ask for a specific sign. I tell the story about the snow globes all the time. This is my big snow globe sign story. So I know my mom sends me doves. She's always has for decades since her passing. And hold on. I got to tell him to turn that music down. I'll be back. What? They can hear that on the live. Turn it down.
What?
Turn that down. They can hear that. Sorry. Children. All right, so you have to ask for the sign. So I was asking my spirit guide for a sign, and I asked for a snow globe. It was March of, I don't know, last year or the year before. And I was struggling understanding whether spirit guides were real. Because, I'm a scientist by trade. And I asked for a snow globe. And it was March. It wasn't December. It wasn't November. It wasn't snow globe time. Lo and behold, within the next couple of days, I saw 2 snow globes on social media, and I went to a golf shop with my husband, and of all things, smack dab in the middle of the counter is a golf snow globe. And now I see them everywhere. All year, there's an office where I work where there's a snow globe collection. They're everywhere in this office, all different kinds from all over the world. And every time I walk in that office, I'm just like, you got me. Like, who collects that? Like, it's a weird place. The office where I go is a weird place to have a snow globe collection. So you have to ask for something that's not too crazy and not too easy. Like I always say, don't ask for pennies and dimes because you could just randomly find them. But don't ask for a pirate ship to pull up on your front lawn. Ask for something you can see on social media, on TV, in real life, here on the radio, or come up in a conversation. You can also ask for music. Like, I asked my mom for the song, You Are So Beautiful to Me. And that's the song she used to sing when I was a baby. She would rock me to sleep singing that Joe Cocker song. And I teach science. And one day in a lab, my students, these young kids who would not have any reason to know this song from 50 years ago, started singing it in unison. These kids do not know that song was special to me. They don't know anything about me personally in that way. And they all just started singing it together in the lab. Now, you cannot get a more specific sign than that. So those are the types of things you can ask for. Yep, my mother-in-law talks to her ex-husband. Yep, Sarah. Shorty saying please, but I don't know why. Because that's all I see. A long time ago. See, I think I'm seeing half messages. Yeah, knocking over a lamp. Yep, they can do that. Yes, Patrice Arnold, of course. Yes, and I think you can feel him, can't you? Feel like you know he's there. Don't second guess it. Don't second guess it. It's him. He's there. Yeah, so Workaholic says, once I was being harassed by spirits in my room and they were knocking pictures on the wall. They're just really trying to get your attention more than anything. They don't want to hurt you. I've never heard of or been made aware of any legitimate incident where someone's been harmed by a spirit. I got another yes. Okay. Yes, a person, Zinni, I think I answered this earlier. In the coma, can they be 100% on the other side? Yes, they can. Zinni says, I wasn't in the hospital the whole time my loved one was in a coma. Worried she thinks I wasn't there. No, it's okay. Don't worry. There is absolutely no anger, resentment, bitterness. They see what happened. They know why. Don't worry. I think Dorothy Ann, 1966, I think. Dorothy. I met Andrew on TikTok. Is he my soulmate? I would be very, thank you for the rose, Kathy. I would be very hesitant to think someone is my soulmate that you meet on social media. Maybe wait till you meet them in person. And if you do that, be safe and don't be alone. Go to a public place if that's ever an option for you. I'm just very leery of meeting people on social media in that way. Just be very careful, okay? And soulmate, we could have 100 soulmates in our life. I don't think we have one soulmate. I think we have many soulmates. Most of us have probably been in love more than one time in our lives. And I definitely think there's more than one soulmate for each of us. So I wouldn't say you only have one soulmate, but just be very careful. Anybody here that wants to connect with their pet, if anybody has a lost pet that is very important to them, my friend medium Kathy Behrens, she's on here. Kathy, Kathi. If you send a wave, Kathy, so everybody can see you. And Wendy D'Angelo, they are hosting a pet reading event for charity. 100% of the proceeds. You can donate. I think the donations are any amount, right, Kathy? They're not a set amount. If you could give me a wave and say any amount or a set amount, I think it's any amount. And follow her because she has information on her TikTok about the pet readings, and it's a gallery. So Wendy and Kathy will do these pet readings when you join. So if anybody's looking for a pet reading, they are the ones, they're doing that. I think it's in the next month. I think it's in March. Good evening, Crazy for Shepherd Lady. Hello, Eva Lombana. I'm happy to see you. Hey, girl. Hey, Jamie. Oh, thank you, Christina. Oh, thank you, thank you. Robin, right? I think part of your message cut off. Maybe you're still typing. Hi, my authenticity. KMTD. Christina, hey there. Some of these I think are cut off. Yeah, H. Cold, 1961. Yeah, it's kind of like so crazy that happened. And I just kind of teared up a little because, I'm at work and I'm trying to separate my science job from my mediumship. And these kids start singing the song that's so very important to me, and they don't really have a clue why it's important to me. And I don't have a clue why they're singing it, except it's a sign from my mother just saying, hi, I'm there. Ha, ha, ha. Look what I did. And it just kind of made me get a little red-eyed and teary-eyed. And I just tried to walk away. I didn't want them to see me upset. I wasn't upset in a sad way, but it was just a beautiful sign from Spirit. Thank you for all the follows, everyone. Let's see if Kathy... Oh, my comments aren't loading. Oh, here we go. Kathy Behrens, she says, thank you, my friend. So follow her and join her, the pet readings. It's awesome. Her and Wendy are both amazing and wonderful and kind and compassionate mediums. Let's see. His dad abandoned me shortly after. I'm so sorry. Hi, Magnolia Head. Are you from South Carolina or Georgia, where the magnolias grow? I used to live in Georgia. Yeah, Robin, loss of a child is that I don't know if that ever completely fully heals. You can survive. Oh, thanks, Christina. You're the best. Oh, you're allergic to magnolia. Okay, that's funny. Is it warm still there, or is it cold? Salguero music. So know that Tess, there was no problem with her crossing over, regardless of her passing. Uh, it's okay. She was, I feel there was some type of, was she on medication? I feel like she was on medication. Can you give me a yes or no to medication? And Kathy says, yes, thank you. All our gallery events benefit a charity. Yes. And they're wonderful events. I'm waiting. It's 36 degrees. 80 yesterday. Oh, did you have a storm? I can't find the comment. Oh, UT. Interesting. But she wasn't medicated for her mental issues, like her emotional issues. Interesting. Wow. I never heard of that. Oh, happy birthday. Oh, yeah, definitely go fishing if it's going to be 75 degrees. I'm just waiting for this comment to come through. Ah, now a whole bunch of comments came through. Moonchild asked a question, but I don't see it. See, that's the, oh, here we go. My dad is trying to communicate with me. Are you able to tell me why he's trying to communicate from Moonchild Oracle? I love the name, by the way. What I heard when I read this was it's personal. So what I would recommend is not getting that answer on live here. I think you can get the answer, and I think you probably already know what the answer is, and it's something you've been wanting to know the answer to. So I would quiet my mind and ask him. But you have to be in a place, I would get start a meditation practice, quiet your mind, and ask, what are you trying to tell me? And then it should come clear to you. It should come clear. I think you already know what it is. Salguero music. I didn't see the rest of your... Hello, hello. No, but she used to be. Okay. Because I saw the medication, so I think the fact that she wasn't on the medication did not allow her to maintain her mental stability. And that's what caused what happened to happen. I'm so sorry. Robin, right. My son was Zach, and I feel he's okay. Yes, of course he's okay. Everyone who crosses over is okay. There's no fire and burning hell. Even when someone unalives themselves or causes their passing in some way through neglect or something on purpose, They all cross over. There's no, I don't believe the spirit world would punish anyone for a mental problem that they were experiencing. I've just never believed that. Even before I was a medium, I didn't ever believe that someone who passed in any way, whether it was at their own hands or not, would be punished for that. I just don't think that's how the spirit world works. No. No, everyone crosses to the same place. And if you are in emotional distress on earth and you cross over at your own hand, by your own hands, you are greeted with love, because if you were in a position to where you felt like you had to do that to escape this reality, you need help. You don't need to be punished. And that's the thing that religious dogma teaches. We punish people for doing things that we really need help with. So we should not be punishing anybody who needs help. We should be helping people. You're welcome, H. Cold, 1961. My lights, Magnolia had my lights keep going out, even new ones. Is it my mom doing it? It very well could be your mom. If it's happening in different lamps or fixtures, if they're all different fixtures, it for sure is probably her. I would check your, if it's like the same lamp over and over again, I would check the wiring or the plug it's plugged into, maybe change plugs. It could be that. So you want to make sure to get the scientific facts and say, okay, is it the plug? Is it the lamp? If I take this lamp and plug it over here, if I plug a different lamp in, is it the same thing going to happen? So check that first. You're welcome. Hello. Okay. Let's see. Hi, Dobie Mama. Robin Wright, accident. Okay. All right. Ooh, Vicky Price. Great question. All right. Vicky Price. What about people who murder others? Now, don't shoot the messenger. This is going to make some people mad probably. And this was very hard for me to accept when I became a medium. Because like most people, there have been people who have harmed me in life. Some harmed me more than others. And I was very angry about that for many, many, many years. Took a lot of therapy, a lot of self-reflection, a lot of reading self-help books to understand and move through that trauma. So when I learned mediumship and started doing mediumship and realized even the worst people cross to the spirit world, it was very hard to accept. And that came through many readings, hundreds of readings, and realizing, oh, the spirit is pure. It's the human that does the bad thing. The spirit is separate and comes out of the human. The spirit is pure love. That's the purest part of us. It's the human mind that does the bad things, like the murder and other bad things that harm people. The spirit does not have anything to do with that. It's the human that does that. So when the spirit goes away, the human meat body goes into the ground or gets cremated or whatever happens to it, that human mind was the damaged part that harmed others. And it depends why they did that. Sometimes, well, I won't go into that. But yes, everyone goes to the spirit world. Now, what happens when they get there could be a little different. According to Michael Newton, Journey of Souls, a person who does really, really bad things is still going to go to the spirit world, but they're not going to necessarily be greeted by their friends and family immediately. They'll probably be taken by their spirit guides and say, look what happened down there. Why did you do all those horrible things? let's do a life review where you feel all the pain you caused others. So when you go for your life review, according to some people with near-death experiences and past life regressions, you go to spirit and you have a life review where you feel all the pain you ever caused anybody or the happiness you caused people. So once you go through that, then you have to evaluate, why did I do all those things? And learn from that and make a plan, either to come back and try to rectify the situation or maybe not come back. But the whole point of us coming to Earth is to grow our soul and mature our soul. So it's like when you put a child in pre-kindergarten and then kindergarten and all the way up to high school and college and graduate school or whatever they do, you're growing their mind and giving them an education. Well, Earth is an education for our soul to grow from pre-K to graduate school and on and on. So we're here to grow our soul. So regardless of what we do, and I know that is hard to accept, trust me, it's still hard for me to accept. But that's according to many published books and many near-death experiences that I've read about, that's the reporting. All right, no, nothing's loading. Oh, here we go. Yeah, my authenticity. Lights flicker, ears ring. Yep. If you don't have tinnitus, my ears ring all the time. I don't have tinnitus. Anytime somebody talks about my mom or a loved one I've lost, or somebody's talking about the spirit world, or I'm planning a reading, or in the middle of a reading, my ears will start ringing. One ear will ring, and then the other ear will ring. So yeah, and my lights do flicker. Yeah, I'm sorry, Northern Girl. Yes, ex-gamer greaser. Can I communicate with a loved one in a dream? Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Vicky. I'd love for you to do a meditation session with us, Rhonda. It's so soothing. Are you in one of my circles? Or you mean on a live? Yep. Doberman love. She feels her dad all the time after 40-something years. Yep. Hi. Oh, you're new. So I actually, Rhonda, I max out at about an hour. You can probably see my eyes are a little droopy because I work full time during the week. So hi, my authenticity. I'm about maxed out for tonight, but I'll probably be live again Friday. I try to go live 2 or 3 times a week. I don't really want to waste people's time on here doing a meditation, but Aunt Jen 003 does a weekly meditation on Wednesday mornings. I believe she still does that. You can follow her. She probably has some information on that. Or you can email me, peacefulnickthemedium@gmail.com. You can also go to my website and book full readings, short readings, mediumship classes. My beginner's 6-month mediumship class, I have 2 of them. One of them is pretty packed. I might have space for 1 or 2 more people. And my second one starts in April. The first one starts in March. The next one starts in April. They're every 4 weeks. They're every 4 weeks for 6 months. They're pretty intense. They're 4-hour classes. Oh, yay. Yeah, I'm in the Bay Area, so I love the Niners. So you can sign up for the classes. I am probably going to develop a mentorship program as well. Okay, Christina, that's a good idea. I'll write that down right now on my little notepad. 3-minute video about meditating. And there are millions of free videos on YouTube about this. And my husband uses, oh, thank you, your mentorship. Yay, mentorship. My husband uses the Headspace app. He swears by it. He's been using it for 5 years straight. And if you knew my husband, he's a very sporty, athletic coach type man. And I never thought I'd ever see the day when he started meditating, and he swears by it. He literally says it saved his life. So it's a guided meditation if you have trouble meditating. But I will try to make a 3-minute video about meditating and sitting in the power. If you have any questions about any of my services, my classes, my short readings, my full readings, any of that, you can email me, peacefulnickthemedium@gmail.com, or just book straight on my website, peacefulnickthemedium.com. I'll probably go live again on Friday, hopefully, depending on how my week goes. Thank you all for joining me. Love to everyone. Sending you peace and love, and I will see you again in a few days. Okay, bye. Thank you. Thank you, Kathy. Oh, thank you so much. Yay. Bye.